Welcome to WASSUP2. My name is Johnny Hunt, and I am a co-founder and one of the gurus of the Saginaw Ukulele Gurus and Rookies. And we are the ukulele group that puts on the WASSUP Festival. And WASSUP is an acronym. It stands for Winter Ain't Stopping Serious Ukulele Players. And we hold it the second weekend of March when everybody has cabin fever here in the Midwest and just wants to go have some fun. And here's a copy of the program for WASSUP2. We brought in a special talent from the other side of the country out in Arizona, and you'll be learning a little bit more about him later in this video. This is a snapshot of the parking lot of the Midland Free Methodist Church, which is where the festival is held. If you come in on US 10 and get off at the Eastman Road exit, you want to go to your north. If you go to the south, you're headed toward the Midland Mall, and that's not the direction you want to go. And so if you're going north on Eastman Road, on your right-hand side, which is the west side of the road, you will see a sign for the Midland Free Methodist Church with the three flags there. And if you turn in the parking lot, this is the view you'll have in your rear view mirror. And when you pull up, you'll see this sugar sign out by the entrance, and you know you've arrived, so you just park your car, come on in like this young lady did, and you'll know you're in the right place. So before the festival starts, there's a few things to do, like setting up chairs, getting everything organized, and have people that come early. And if you come early, you're welcome to help do such things. We don't turn down any help. And when you do come in where you see the sugar sign, this is what you'll see on the inside. This is just our welcome table. We have literature, a program for this festival, literature from other ukulele events here in Michigan and surrounding areas. And if you like to know what's going on, we can capture your email and put you on a mailing list so you'll know about WASSUP. It's coming up the next time around, and just all kinds of useful information there. And as I mentioned, if you turn to your north, when you get off US 10 at Eastman, you'll be heading toward the Midland Mall. And there are a number of restaurants and hotels if you need a place to stay overnight. There's many hotels right in the area there. Fast food places, sit-down restaurants. There's a food court in the mall, so lots of opportunities there to find housing and find somewhere to eat. But also right on site, we do have a hospitality area. We've got people that have made coffee and stocked the tables with granola bars and snacks and that sort of thing. So please feel free to avail yourself of those chances to get a little snack too. We have people come from all over Michigan and even a couple of nearby states here in the Midwest. And the one thing that we all have in common is that we have a great time. And you can tell that's the case by all these photos that have people with big smiles. And it doesn't matter if you're brand new, if you're just interested in finding out more, say maybe I'd like to see what these people are doing and haven't really decided that I want to become a uke player. We've got chances for beginners to take some workshops and just get their feet wet, and we've got some very talented people that come and do concerts and workshops. And what I'm really trying to say is that all levels of experience and interest are welcome at WASSUP. And the one thing we have in common and our two goals in the Sugar Uke group are number one, to make music, and number two is to have fun. Because if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. Another thing you'll notice when you walk in and register is that there isn't any place to buy a ticket. And that's because we present WASSUP as our gift to the community. We do have donation cans, but all the funding for all the things we do come from the Sugar Group that has nursing homes that they play at every month and just different events and make a few dollars. And we, instead of paying all the people that come to play $2.93 for gas money, we put that money in the bank and we use it to finance the festival. And, we do welcome your donations. There are costs involved, as you can imagine. And if we break even, we're doing great. And if we don't quite break even, that's fine too. But feel free to come and say there's no charge, and we take pride in that. This is a free, voluntary, donation-based festival. And one of our other funding sources is we have a silent auction, and that helps raise money, again, to offset some of the costs of the festival. And this is Jen Wilkins. Jen is the coordinator for the silent auction, and she does a great job of getting that all put together. So, obviously for a silent auction at a uke festival, we have ukes and other musical things, but this was a handmade quilt from Marguerite Schrader, who's one of our sugar people, made and donated that. So if you have things you'd like to donate, whether they be musically related or not, just bring them along to the festival and talk to Jen, and she'll get them in the auction, and we really appreciate anything that you'd like to part with. These are some fashion mavens here trying to decide which Hawaiian shirt looks the best, and probably you can only do so much, And this is Todd Bale. Todd comes from Chandler, Arizona, and he and I got to be friends on Facebook a few years ago and corresponded back and forth. And Todd had come to another uke group event down by Lansing, about an hour and a half south of Midland, the previous fall, I believe. And we got to talking about the WASSUP Festival and worked things out for Todd to be able to come and be our headliner at our concerts, and also to teach a workshop. So here's some photos of Todd's workshop. He did a blues turnaround workshop. So blues and gospel are sort of his particular areas of interest as far as uke music goes, and he was gracious enough to slow things down to a pace that we could all understand and learn, and put on a great workshop. This is Ben Hassinger and Steve Shilagi from the Lansing area. They're part of a group called the Ukulele Kings, and Ben and Steve put on a Beatles workshop that was really well received. And like I said earlier, we have workshops for all levels and all different kinds of topics. This is one called a Peanut workshop, which I taught. And Peanut is another acronym for People Every Age Need Ukulele Training. And I do this class every month here in Midland, and I start with the premise that people that are attending are right at ground zero. And so we just teach them a few chords and get them singing, and it's amazing how much people can learn in an hour. Of course, it takes time to be able to change chords in time and keep up with the group, but just sitting down for an hour, and what people come away with is the idea that hey, this is fun and I can do this. And when you get to that point, we know that you're hooked and you are going to be an ukulele player. This is a vocal workshop taught by a young lady named Hillary Hubler, who I've had the privilege of singing in a group with for over 10 years now. And, it's great to be able to play, but it's also good to be able to sing better. And she put on a great workshop and got really practical and was a great help to everyone who attended. As I had mentioned a little earlier, Todd's favorite genres are blues and gospel music, and so here's a clip from a concert that he put on for us. The songs are 12 Gates to the City and Who'd You Give My Barbecue To?
Oh, what a beautiful city. Oh, what a beautiful city. Oh, what a beautiful city. 12 gates to the city, hallelujah. Oh, 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 what a beautiful city. Oh, what a beautiful city. Oh, what a beautiful city. 12 gates to the city, hallelujah. 3 gates in the east, 3 gates in the west, 3 gates in the north, 3 gates in the south. Yes, there's 12 gates to the city, hallelujah. I get to heaven, I'm gonna jump and shout. 12 gates to the city. Ain't no one there gonna turn me out. 12 gates to the city. 12 gates to the city. Hallelujah. Last time, oh, what a beautiful city. Oh, what a beautiful city. Oh, what a beautiful city. 12 gates to the city. Hallelujah. And oh, I love her, but the tears come down like rain. Yes, I love her, but the tears come down like rain. Now she's gone, all I have is this aching pain. And I cooked her dinner, and I brought her to her bed. I got a comb, and I ran it through her hair. Late at night, I would rock her to sleep. Got up in the morning, and ooh, I'd wash her feet. Tell me, good mama, who'd you give my barbecue to? I'm a poor boy, long way from home. I'm a poor boy, long way from home. Please don't mistreat me, please don't do me wrong. I bought your pepper, I bought your salt. Went out to my work in my overalls. When I got home, there was a letter on the door saying, baby, I don't love you no more. Tell me, good mama, who'd you give my barbecue to? Barbecued chicken and barbecued ham, barbecued beef and barbecued lamb. Fix me up a plate, plain as can be. Fill it up with that barbecued meat. And tell me, good mama, who'd you give my barbecue to? I'm a poor boy, long way from home. Poor boy, long way from home. It won't ever be happy. Everything I do is wrong. Last verse. When I was young and in my prime, used to get that barbecue all the time. Now getting old, bones is cold. Can't get that barbecue to save my soul. Tell me, good mama, who'd you give my barbecue to? Tell me, good mama, who'd you give my barbecue to?
We were also fortunate enough at WASSUP to have some vendors. So if you broke a string, or you needed a little tune-up or some repairs, or you're looking for a new book, or even if you're shopping for a new uke, we have vendors right here on site that can help you with that. So we always encourage our attendees to partake of the chance that they have to work with our vendors. Another fun event or a fun activity we have at WASSUP are group strums. And group strums are just a group of people getting together and singing along, playing along. We have a leader that's prepared some songs that we project up on a screen so everybody knows the words and chords. This is Terry Hill from Mason. And we also have Mike Hefferon from the Grand Rapids group, Hugger. His group strums are always on the first Saturday of the month down in Grand Rapids, which is the same day as our sugar strums here in Midland, so I haven't had a chance to get over there quite yet. And then Don Maselli from our own sugar group here in the Tri-Cities put on a group strum and had some great songs that I liked so well that I bought the rights from him and we included them in our sugar repertoire. So group strums are a great way just to break the ice, and if you don't know all the chords, that's okay. Just play the ones you know and put a smile on your face and have a good time. Another fun activity that we have at WASSUP are the open mics. And open mics are a great chance for people to be encouraged and to play in front of an audience and to try out things and just have a good time performing. And I've had people tell me, hey, this is the first time I ever played in front of an audience, and it was great. I was really well supported and appreciated and got a lot of encouragement. And I'm sure that's what you'll find at the WASSUP open mics. So if you're looking for a chance just to try out some songs or to get up in front of a mic in front of a friendly group that'll give you the encouragement you're looking for, open mics are a great way to do that. And I've had some people that really went above and beyond the call of duty to help out. One is my friend Mike Giffen, who's my other guru in the sugar group. And anytime I need some help filling in, or just, Mike, can you handle this or take care of that, he's always stepped forward and just become a really good friend and a great guy to have on your team. And Mike took on the open mics and shared that responsibility with Sherry Ryan, who comes from downstate and has really taken off with her ukulele playing and has a group of her own down there. And I know that she's teaching others how to play. And so I really appreciate the people that took on the open mics and just ran with it. I didn't even have to worry. I knew it was in good hands. Here's a group of young ladies from the Ann Arbor area called One Dangerous Mind, and they performed at the open mic. So here's a clip of their song, I Love You, But.
I go by Misnomer is my name, and the name of this song is I Love You, But. And this was written not for the teeny bopper kind of love, but for the mature love, those of us that know better. Okay? I love you more today than I did yesterday. Yesterday, you were on my nerves. You squeezed the damn toothpaste too.
Here's another activity that was part of WASSUP that people seem to really enjoy. It's something that we didn't do the first year, but we had a flash mob, which theoretically is an unorganized, spontaneous event, but we did do a little rehearsing and planning. And Saturday afternoon, right at noon, made some arrangements for the attendees to go down to the Midland Mall and have a 15-minute flash mob. And so we did some rehearsing, picked out some songs, got those out to people that we knew were coming ahead of time so they could go over them and feel comfortable. And then we descended on the Midland Mall, and people were kind of amazed or amused or had a smile as they walked by, and it was really a fun thing to do. So, you know, flash mobs are, like I said, supposed to be spontaneous in theory, but with a little planning, it went off really well. So here's some pictures of the flash mob that we had at WASSUP2. Well, the WASSUP Festival ended on Saturday evening with one more concert by Todd, but there are people that are behind the scenes that do a great job that really make it all possible. And one of those people is my sound guy, Gary Mackel. And Gary's one of my sugar people, and he brings all his own equipment in. He comes there the night before, sets up. He's usually the last one out Saturday night, tearing everything down, putting it away. He's just been great to work with and has really taken a burden off of my plate, because I just know that the sound's going to be handled, it's going to be done right. And Gary's helper is another one of my good sugar fellas, Pat Darby, and those two guys just really shouldered the wheel and handled it. So thanks to them and all the others that helped out. And so here's some still photos from the concert Saturday night, and with Todd performing Summertime along with the help of a few of us other musicians. So enjoy Summertime. You know, if you'd like to keep up to date with the WASSUP Festival, we have a Facebook page, and I've got the address there. Just type in WASSUP !Winter Ain't Stoppin' Serious Uke Players, and then here's the URL too. So just type that in on Facebook, and you can get all the information on what's going on between this video and what's coming up next.
I think this is a Gershwin song? Summertime?
Yeah, it is. It's an opera song.
Summertime, and the living is easy. Catfish are jumping, cotton is high. Oh, your daddy's rich, mama's good looking. Hush, little darling, don't you cry. One of these days you're gonna rise up singing. You'll spread your wings and learn to fly. Until that day, nothing can harm you. Hush, little darling, don't you cry. Hush, little darling, don't you cry. Last time. Hush, little darling, don't you
So I hope that by watching this video that you have a better idea of what the WASSUP Ukulele Festival is all about. Again, it's held the second weekend of March, Friday and Saturday. And the next upcoming WASSUP2 will be let's see, the 9th, I think it's the 10th and 11th, Friday and Saturday. And again, the location is the Midland Free Methodist Church, 5821 Eastman Avenue in Midland. And I think one thing that sets this festival apart from a lot of the others is that it's absolutely free to attend. You know, of course, we do have expenses, and if you're able to make a donation or take part in the silent auction or just whatever you're able to do, that's always appreciated because we are a nonprofit. We're not trying to make money, and we fund this festival with the earnings that we make from the Sugar Ute Group at different nursing homes and other community events that we do, and make a little bit of money for that. And it's your generosity that makes it possible for us to do some of these things. And WASSUP2 is in the planning stages as this video has been produced. And a couple of new things we're going to add this year are on Friday afternoon. We're having a caricature artist come, and he'll be available to do sketches. So if you're interested in that, you know, put that on your calendar. Try to come Friday. I know people that work, it's a little tougher to do. And then Saturday afternoon, after the flash mob, which is at noon at the Midland Mall, we're going to have a photo booth in for a couple hours with all the props, and you can get pictures with your friends and your ukuleles and just have a fun memento of your time in Midland that way. So again, I'm Johnny Hunt, and I hope you enjoyed watching the video, learned some things about what we do here in Midland, and I'd like to be sure to invite you to WASSUP2. Again, that's the second weekend of March, Friday and Saturday in 2017. Thanks. Then after the festival actually ended, there were some people that got together at a local motel for some after-hours jamming, and the rumor is that's going to happen again. And I'd like to thank a couple people. It's Sherry Krishnan, who took all the videos and many of the photos you saw, and she's just been a great help to me in putting this together. And then this is Leanne Whitman, who I've been singing with in Musica for 10 years, and Leanne really encouraged me to get the sugar group going. So she's been my co-founder and just a real asset too.